hopefully everything is better now.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, should be okay.
Should be okay, yeah. Okay, I need to kind of like send up the new link. I've dropped the bitrate, so hopefully this is going to improve. Yeah, it's much better. So I think it's going to be
All right, great.
great. So, oh no, it says drop frames again. What? I don't know what's going on with this tonight. It's just not working. Right. Okay.
Yeah, hello.
Good. Hello there. Yeah. I think it's back. That's good.
All right, perfect.
Perfect. So, let's continue. Sorry, I was so distracted, but I think the bitrate was set too high, and then just everything just cannot be uploaded smoothly. So, my next kind of question, I think it ties in really well with the previous question. I think you might have answered already, but then what is kind of the general feeling about leading here? And I think in Legion, I mean, currently you probably aren't doing a lot of job in terms of like calling. So maybe I'm wrong, but then how do you how do you feel about being a caller and then maybe as a normal tournament player, let's say?
Yeah, I mean, I like playing in Legion. Like, I think Whoops is a really good leader, and I think overall we have very good communication. Like, I'm still a vocal player, even though I'm not leading. You know,
Of course.
I try to help with like micromanaging people, and I try to like give ideas and help organizing pushes or setting up defenses or whatever. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Even though I'm not like a main leader, I still try to be as vocal as possible to benefit the team.
Ah, yeah, I know. And also, I mean, it's in your genes, so definitely because you've been calling a lot, then you also would communicate a lot with your teammates. That's kind of like natural, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. It's good to have communication between each other, and I think that teams that has players that are muted, like I think you lose a lot by just having one person muted because they can not share the necessary information. Like, what have you been shot from? Where have you been shot from? Like, you cannot like say, "Hey, can someone put a shot in this guy? I will finish this guy," etc. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you lose a lot by just having one person not speaking.
That's true, and that's kind of my main reason why I might reject people playing the team in the first place. Because if you don't talk anything in your chat, then yeah, you said the necessary information. And I think a lot of people have overlooked this because it's as simple as like they are rushing me, or something like that tank has shot. This kind of information is just very important.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it can be really useful. Like, even though it's just small details, it can still be essential.
Very essential. That could be the difference between pushing that side or not. And that's just only that very little information that you just want to know. And I've been there before, so so I totally agree with that. Let's actually move on to the advice. What advice would you give to the new callers and leaders of the team?
I mean, personally, it's hard. You know, you need to like kind of go in with an attitude that you know what you're doing, even though you might not know what you're doing all the time. Like,
I can relate.
Yeah. No, but like, you need to assure yourself that your team will trust you no matter what decision you make. Like, even if you make a wrong call, your team should always follow you.
True.
Like, no one should start arguing in the middle of the battle, because if you make a mistake and you lose the game, you should argue after the battle, and then you can discuss why you lost. You should not start any discussions mid-game. Like, everyone should listen to the caller, even if the call is bad.
Definitely.
And I think you should just try to get all your players to respect your decisions, and then you should also take advices. If they think you've made a mistake, you should listen to them, and then you should consider what they've said. And I mean, if you think it's good criticism, then listen to it. And if you think it's bad criticism, then tell them why you think it's bad criticism.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be open to opinions. Like,
That's very true.
back when I started calling, I thought everything I said was right.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
obviously was not the case.
No. I mean, it's. I think I might. I'm a bit different here. Like sometimes I'm worried whether I'm making the right decisions. But then, if you have that kind of ego, then I mean, being open to opinions, personally, I think is very, very important. Especially.
Yeah, it helps you a lot. It helps you a lot, not only as a caller but also as a person.
That's person as well, and you never know from the perspective of that player, the situation of that player, because you're not playing in the perspective of that player, and
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
And I also think you should try to encourage everyone to speak, be as vocal as possible,
That's true.
etc.
Yeah, then you will come up with some funny ways to encourage people to speak. Like
Yeah, exactly. Then just find out what tanks everyone is comfortable playing,
Oh.
what type of roles they're comfortable playing, if they
Yeah.
want to play farther in the back, if they want to be the aggressors giving vision, etc. Just like find out
Yeah.
where everyone is comfortable, try to make everyone speak and listen to what they say, and that's how you run a stable team to begin with.
That's really, really true, and especially I think the platoons can help in this respect. That could like find something.
It can.
Yeah. And
For example, if you have like two light players in a team, it's no harm between them playing with each other, you know, so they'll
definitely.
synchronize better in battle.
Definitely.
Like, especially light players, they're the ones that should be the most vocal because they're the ones gathering information.
Yeah, of course, information. That's like the most used word on my stream, somewhat. Like, especially except the airs or the or the I don't know. I've been saying this a lot.
Information is something that people underrate and underestimate. I'd say.
Yeah.
It's really important. Like sometimes I see teams running lineups with like 6 heavies and maybe a T22 or something, and like I'm not a big fan of it.
No.
I just think you need to rely more on mobility and your skill. And you kind of need that at least 2 mediums or 1 light, 2 mediums to be able to gather info on at least 2 sides of the map. Unless you're like pushing one side off the bat, then you don't really need that information. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If you're planning a strat which is not going to be a one-sided push, you should preferably at least use 2 lights or 2 mediums to get the necessary information.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, I'm getting some messages here. So
Alright, no worries.
no worries. Yeah, and then the information, like I've seen a lot of clans. They actually make that rotation without knowing where the enemies are, and then in the end they just got farmed by the rotation or got just outspotted by rotation, and just enemies can just like respawn to that rotation and so on. And also, I saw clans running with no medium soul lights, and I hate to see that. Even though if it's like New Bay or what Dynasty's Pearl, I still really want a medium or light to kind of like run around.
Yeah, same. Like you can just put a T22 somewhere if you're playing like one of those maps. You know, it's a decent hull down tank. It has okay armor. You will bounce a couple of shots occasionally. It has good DPM, good turret. Like why not?
Right. And you also have DPM, don't forget about that, the mediums and lights. DPM is so important.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, I don't know if you have watched that game, but then it was Raid versus Legion, and then it was Whoopsie.
Well, I played that game.
Yeah, you remember the Fourth Despair, like Whoopsie tried really hard. I mean,
he played that extremely good.
Extremely well, I mean, that T22. I mean, it was just a bit unlucky that he got killed just by a tiny fraction. But then you know how important that medium was, like how that from the stream I will see like Raid have like over 2k of hit point advantage like for most of the game, and then like suddenly Whoopsie with that T22 just unleashing his DPM. It was just amazing.
Yeah, and he started perma-tracking that IS-4 as well until he managed to turn.
Yeah,
that was a really, really good game. It was just really unfortunate how we lost it in the end.
That's true. So Commissioner, I mean, you guys are safe anyway. I mean, that wasn't too much of a damage to your campaign.
I mean, that's true. Like, we only need to show up for tomorrow, I believe, to be qualified. So.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Someone said NA competition is basically all heavy. I think I did see it a bit in on the Judo stream. It was and Fishy stream. It was like I would be very salty if that's the case.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of how NA plays the game. Honestly, I just don't like it. They use too many IS4s. They use mice where you could use an IS4 or maybe E5s. I just don't get the point of using these slow heavy tanks. Like IS4 is good, but IS4 should only be used if you either want to push somewhere off the bat, like say that you want to go into a B cap on some map.
Right.
Then sure, IS4 is good. Or if you want to anchor a lane. Like Dynasty Pearl, you know, outside of B cap, there's these two roads. That's a perfect position for an IS4 because you're anchoring somewhere. Or if you want to cap B on Rockfield, like these positions, IS4 is really good. But E5 it just outclasses it in so many ways, in my opinion, because of the reactive armor and speed boost.
That's true. And hello to both Elysium and Little Timbo. I know you're here to support, Zird, of course. And then oh, the deal for you're late, but then you're fine. You didn't catch the kind of the big stream lag in the first video, but yeah, I do remember you that IS4 didn't see Spurner just going into that B cap at the start. I see it. I saw it multiple times.
Yeah, I like doing that. I like trying, you know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Because usually you will just take one shot if you get reset anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Like, if you can get a cap, it can change the entire game dynamic, and minus 400 HP in an IS4 is not that much of a difference.
True. Okay, so my next question is that, what do you think are the common mistakes made by the callers and the leaders?
I mean, common mistakes is just trying to overforce without information.
That's one of the points we have said earlier.
Yeah. And I mean, another mistake is also, like, not believing in yourself. Like, if you don't have the confidence to call, like, a push, when you see the opportunity, you know, you can catch maybe 2 enemy tanks rotating away from where you have your tank stacked. I think you should always seize the opportunity and push into that.
True.
Like, you should be a bit ballsy, if you know what I mean. You should have confidence if you're a caller.
Someone said, how come you looked lost in the last round? I don't know what last round you meant, but that...
Yeah, I don't know what last round he's referring to either, but...
I didn't stream the endgame versus Legion match. I suppose you're talking about that, but I don't know what happened. I have to rewatch. I think I was streaming the other game, so I didn't catch what was happening.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, being ballsy. I mean, it's very true. Sometimes sometimes I'm a bit too like, not. Say a word for unconfident. I've been too timid. Maybe a good word for that. And then you will miss the golden opportunity to make a push. And by the time you make the push, the enemies have already regrouped themselves. And sometimes it's all about that moment. That's the golden opportunity that you might want to make a push and stuff like that. And the caller is very responsible for that.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. I mean, that's the thing about being a caller. It's a lot about organizing the team.
Right. That person saying that he was really referring to the Legion versus Endgame game, and then you said that your focus spire was off, and then Juicy was yelling at you.
I know what he's referring to.
I see.
I know, because there was a low HP tank in front of me, but I was gonna die anyway, so I turned around and got a full HP tank just to get my shot off and make a clear pen before I would die. I even remember that particular moment.
I see. Someone said you didn't play seriously. Is that true? No, the Legion team.
Well, I'm reading the chat myself as well, and KB, I know KB. It's Dunda CEST from Immort team.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm quite sure we're playing serious every game. No matter how shit we look.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you don't want to say you don't play seriously, otherwise people are going to report you.
Of course. But I mean, what would be the point of not playing seriously anyway?
Oh yeah, that's true, because you want to train. Like, every game is an opportunity for you to train, to get better, and then if you don't play seriously, then you're just missing that opportunity.
Exactly. Like sometimes, you know, you have the strategy on a map that you think is really good that you want to hide for the final stage.
Yeah.
You know what it's like. And then,
Yeah.
but sometimes you just have bad games. Like
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
we lost, but we're still on top of the leaderboard, so it's not the end of the world.
That's true. So another question: what's your advice for experienced callers and leaders, personally?
I mean, honestly, I cannot give that much advice to experienced callers. I think they know almost as much as I do. Like it's just the stuff that I mentioned previously.
Yeah.
Just be confident, believe in yourself, respect the opinion of others, try to minimize arguing. Don't and also like not much trash talk during battle, or not trash talk but general talk, you know. You should try to keep sometimes the conversation just floats away, you know. Someone says something random and then you have a full-on discussion about what someone has done during the day, or you know what it's like.
I know, and that's really good. That's really good advice overall to everyone, basically. So, let's switch the topic a bit. So let's talk about the Clan Wars in general. I mean, Wargaming have. Like, they are the main coordinators of Clan Wars in general, and then I mean, they have taken a lot of heat in this season. What do you think? What do you want to see in the future for the Clan Wars in as a whole?
I mean, honestly, I wanted to change the win rate seeding desperately. Some teams, I'm going to be honest, I don't want to call anyone out, but the likes of Appa, Souls, and Mercy, what they're doing with the 100% win rate account, that proves that they don't think they're worthy of top 8 themselves. So they're desperate to find a way to exploit and get into top 8, because they don't think they're good enough. Because if they thought they were good enough, they would not need to try to abuse any system, because they would just play as normally, because, you know, then it would be a problem for them to qualify if they're good teams.
Yeah, very true.
I saw the statistic that you made earlier about the top 10 teams head-to-head results, and I saw how, like, Vale had the combined win rate of Appa, Souls, and Mercy together against top 10 teams. And it's just disgusting to imagine that Vale is not going to play top 8, but Appa or Souls will that wins like a 7 or 8 of their games against top 10 teams, meaning that they're obviously not worthy of being there to begin with.
I mean, to be honest with you, most of the wins from Vale in the top 10 comes from winning against Mercy. I think they beat them like 4 or 5 times. That's why they have. That's true. Yeah, that's why that's so heavily inflated in that respect. But then you also have like the likes of AP and SOS, which have been performing well lately. But then, as you said, if they are sure that
sure. I can buy that. Souls won the last tournament. But APA, nah. I'm going to strongly disagree on them deserving anything. Vale has won one of these tournaments. Souls sure won the last one. That proves a point. That proves that Soul at least might be able to compete. But APA, they have lost to really mediocre teams, and whenever I've played against them in these tournaments, they've looked mediocre at best. Way worse than Whale.
Yeah, I mean, they lost against Swag as well at one point.
Exactly. I think that just proves my point. Swag, I don't even think they're in the top 16. So, I mean, that just proves my point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to discredit Swag for doing very well against APA, and that's not my point.
Of course. I'm not trying to discredit anyone either.
Yeah, but then, you know, I mean, back to my point. If you know you're a top 8 worthy, you don't need that 100% account anyway, unless he's.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah, unless he's the kind of the main player in that team, but it's apparently not the case.
True. That's true. But I'm going to tell you that when top 8 comes around, a lot of them are going to be replaced by, so to say, normal accounts for the top 8 stage. I'm sure.
That's really true. Theseus deserves top 8. I mean, they're in the 12th position, and Robin been doing well with that kind of roster, so yeah, they deserve some credit, definitely. It becomes like the APA negative news for the Friday Night Football. Well, yeah. So, let's actually, I mean, you said about win rate seeding, so kind of, it ties in really well with my next question, is that, how could Wargaming improve Clan Wars?
I think they could also try to make, like, one more tournament a year. That's like a major tournament. They
Ah.
they don't even need to boast up a huge prize pool. You know, most
Yeah.
people does not play for the money. Like 10K as an overall prize pool, that would be acceptable. Like even 8K or 5K or something. Like
But yeah.
the people I know are not playing this game for money. I'm not playing this game for money.
No.
I mean, obviously, it's a nice bonus. If I win this Twister Cup, obviously I'll have $2,500, and you know I'll happily take that. But it's not like I'm gonna say that if there was only $500 for the winners, I would not be playing, because I play because I enjoy this game and because I want to be the best.
Yeah, and also I mean, it's kind of a very different feeling when you achieve something big in this game. It's just not the same with like getting that money prize. It's all about like the recognition you get from the
Exactly, like this game still has a pretty big player base. Even though people sometimes undermine it and say that the game is relatively small, it is still quite a big game, if I'm going to be honest. Like, the community is pretty big, the servers are active, there's always players. There's like maybe 20, 30, 40 teams per season actually trying for top 16. And you know, that's still, if you look in total, there's like a few thousand people who plays tournaments every day across all servers. If you check quick tournaments and season coins tournaments, and there's like maybe 10, 20,000 players a week who plays tournaments.
Yeah. I mean, that's a very huge opportunity for Wargaming to invest. And I really hope that Wargaming just doesn't look the short-term benefits or the profits, but also the long-term with the esports. And the mobile esports scene is currently not as big as the PC ones or the kind of console with PS4, Xbox. Then there are loads of opportunity that Wargaming can try to invest and.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a growing scene as well. Like, mobile esports has become way bigger in the past, like, 2 years since the release of, for example, PUBG.
Right. And, yeah, I mean, this game, I think some really good benefit, I mean, really good unique points about this game is that the battles happen, I mean, they don't last for really long. And then when you compare it to, like, League of Legends, or maybe, I mean, Doom, is it? Yeah, maybe Doom, and then it was like the games like last for like 30 minutes or even an hour or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of games, CS:GO as well, for example. Like, those are also very long sessions. Like here, you have a battle, sure, 3 to 5 minutes usually, and then boom, break for 2 minutes, then next battle. Like, it's intense. Yeah, it's action packed.
Yeah,
there's things going on all the time.
Yeah,
and you know, it's still quite enjoyable to see, even if you're not that much, like, you know, even if you're not committed to the game. Like, when I was in Seattle, like, I had a lot of people who I knew in real life who were watching the games, you know?
Yeah.
And they said it wasn't too bad to watch, even though they have no idea how well the tank splits works. They said that it wasn't too bad. Like, it's kind of interesting by itself, I
Very interesting, unless it's on Castilla, then it's a different story.
Yeah, or just any map where both teams camps with like 6 heavies and 1 light.
Canal?
Each other and then they run away. Yeah, true.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I mean, Canal, some of the best rotations come from Canal, to be honest. But Castilla it's like, it's pretty easy to have the game, to have the timer clocking down to the 0 second and then just finishes.
I mean, yeah, unless a team pushes A, Castilla is boring. I'll say that much. Unless one team decides to push the actual church / Castilla, the game is going to be boring.
Yeah, the game.
There's nothing more to it.
Teams are just like, I don't want you to get that base, okay, and then like just everyone looking at that very intensively.
Yeah, it's so easy to shut down all 3 caps on Castilla. That's kind of what makes it such a stale game.
That's really true. I mean, also my kind of my final question, and kind of a general one, to be fair. How do you rate this season so far?
I mean, honestly, this season looks good. There's a lot of exciting teams. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think Legion, we are really good at the moment. I'm gonna say the same thing about EG. EG also looks good.
Yeah.
Raid looks pretty good. I'm gonna say categories basically. Okay,
Right.
so at the top 2 category, I'm gonna put Legion and EG.
Yeah.
In the category right below that, there's like Loka, Win, Immor, and Raid, I would say.
Yeah.
And then it's Souls and Appa, who's like not gonna have a chance in top 8, in my opinion.
unless it's I mean, Souls can, I don't know, but like I mean, I've interviewed one of their guys before. I mean, I think it was week 2, something like that. But then, um, they were originally not taking this too seriously, but then they are now in the 7th place, and they even won one of the proof skill tournaments. And definitely, I do think that they could they could prove something with that. But
Of course, there can always
yeah.
be surprises, but from my perspective right now, that's my opinion.
That's yeah, I totally agree.
Like I have been pleasantly surprised by both Win and Immor this season.
Oh, I totally agree with you. Although I didn't catch a lot of the Immortals' great gameplay on stream, but then Immortals.
They're currently sitting in 4th place,
Yeah,
and
they're currently
that's
sitting in
a lot.
That's very, very important. I mean, they also won one of the previous skill tournaments as well. That's, if you remember correctly, 2-1 against Raid and Newbie. I mean, Raid,
Yeah.
they have the finals curse. They can't. They always finish second for some reason.
Yeah, Raid. I don't know. I feel like their gameplay is it's so repetitive, and
Mm-mm.
they just kind of they're very predictable. They do the same thing all the time.
Ooh.
Basically, like a majority of the maps, they're going to play 5v5s and 2T22s, and that's on like maybe 4 out of 5 maps. They're doing this, and they go to one side with all 7 tanks. I don't know if it's like part of a great plan because they want to save their strats until the top 8, or if it's just the way they're gonna play this season. I mean, I guess we'll find out
We'll
within
find out.
2 weeks or so.
That's really true. Oh yeah, and Little Timber says they are not abusing, except that I think one of the that account.
Yeah, that account is a bit.
It's a bit dodgy, to be honest.
Yeah, I have not seen Mr. Cut play a single battle in the entire tournament.
No, not
almost
that.
80% win rate surely helps.
Yeah. So,
yeah, that's a bit questionable.
That's a bit questionable. Yeah, that's true. I mean, people. I mean, the audience. I mean, 20 viewers. Thank you very much. That's very, 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 very very, very crowded here. Do actually ask Zird or me any questions in the chat below. We're happy to actually going to answer any of the questions here. Obviously, Zird is here in the house. You definitely want to kind of throw all your questions here and then just go blah blah blah, and then Garcia says cut. Carries the team. What you say? You know, I didn't catch that on stream. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think the sarcasm is a bit too obvious there, but thank you anyways, Casio.
And then they use restart push. Oh, you talking about Raid, Little Timbo?
Yeah, it's about Raid, and yeah, that's kind of the picture I have.
Oh yeah. If you remember last week, I've shown the stats of the most used tanks by the clans. Raid is the clan that uses E5s more than 100 times. The only clan.
Yeah, I am not surprised.
Right, Object 3 asks, does Legion have any insane
Object 3
tactics?
asking that.
No. Does Legion have any insane tactics prepared, like Raid boost on Fort Despair?
I don't know why he's asking that.
Oh my god. So that means this is a no from you. That means we are not going to see anything insane from Legion.
I don't think so. At least I don't know. I don't make our strats. So.
Right. Garcia asks, why are you so sexy?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'll have to answer that in private later, Gassil.
That's a good answer. Right, Object 3. So, okay, okay, we might be a bit disappointed about Legion, but we're definitely sure that Legion's going to put up some really, really amazing stuff and some good learning material as well. I mean, we definitely know a lot about that, like the learning material. Yeah. I mean, you guys coordinate really well in terms of the rotation. So, I do remember that push from Legion against Win back on Naval Frontier. That's a good game. It's just
the middle push.
The middle
with
push
the
was
E5s, yeah.
just so well executed. I think I did that on the other side as well, but then it doesn't work every time. But then you just make it look easy on the stream.
Yeah, I mean, we seized a good opportunity there.
Right. The Dewberry asks, are we just here for the ha-ha-has?
I'm not sure.
Maybe a better answer. Are you here for the coins? I'm going to show you how you can get coins. Just follow the steps below, and then my moderators should be putting up this the portal link so that you can get your coins. Yes, follow the steps here. Just you know how to get coins, so you just follow the steps here, then you will get your coins, and then just go to the portal. Easy stuff. I'm joking, of course. There is no coins here. So if you're here for the coins, you must be disappointed. Right. Oh, very good question, Zird. How do you compare the new team you're in, the Legion, against the old RTK team?
Do you mean like the core old RTK team?
The core of all old RTK team. I think with Object 3 and then Vice and Wonderkind.
Yeah, no party without me.
Yeah.
Well, Wonderkind was not in that core actually. It was like the Blue Steel, Winch, the One Mo.
Yeah. How do you compare the team you're in right now and then against the OG RTK team?
I mean, honestly, I think the team I'm in right now is one of the top 5 teams of all times for Blitz, just like that old RTK core team was.
Yeah.
Like the best teams ever on EU. I mean, obviously, it's like the old RTK core 2018 team. It's the 2017 Twister Cup Legion team. I'd say the current Legion team, and possibly the Evo 2019 Prof team. It was also a really good team.
Eros or Evo,
Eros. I think it was Evo, but Eros Evo. They called them both. That was also a very good team.
Yeah, and Raid's 2018 team that was brilliant as well, I must say.
Yeah, it was brilliant, but they didn't really perform that well until the top 4. But it was a good team without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah,
it was a really. I mean, like the Messi on. I knew that. I think you guys personally with the RTK kind of.
Oh yeah, we knew it. We had played against it.
Yeah, I
mean, I had a strategy.
You want that strategy against that strategy as well.
Yeah, we have played that strategy as well. Yeah, I played it in RTK. I think we were the first team to actually play it. And that being serious, I remember we played it against mates in a tournament or training.
Right.
And they had an E100 in the middle, and he just got shot out of nowhere, and he started accusing us for cheating. And then we sent him the replay.
M8S, you're talking about M8S or M8?
Oh no, the old M8 from like 2017. The team that finished 3rd place, I think, in 2017 Twister Cup.
It would be funny if it's if it was M8S and it was Gaseo jokes calling you guys you're cheating.
No.
No, that is good. Another question from Gaseo actually. What's for you the most underrated tier 10 Clan Wars tank?
I'd say people generally don't rate the VK72 because I kind of think it's a better E100 in my opinion. It's harder to pen and it's a tad more mobile.
Right.
Then there's also the VK90 that I'd personally like to experiment with because it's actually very hard to penetrate. The gun is pretty good and it's just, I think it's like a mouse, but a tiny bit different. And I think it can be better than a mouse in a lot of situations.
Yeah, I think I did it with a guest before, doing the tier ratings of the tier 10 tanks, and actually we put VK 90.01p as the highest tier. So definitely there is something special about VK 90.01p that hasn't been fully discovered yet, and I suppose a lot of clans now, because you said it is also a really good tank, and we also ranked it at a very high position, the tier 10 tier list. We're probably going to see a lot more VK 90.01p in the future when it's going to.
Yeah, I've seen it on the RU server. I saw. 7-star used it on like 2 different maps. I think they used it on Winter Malinovka, and I don't remember the second map, but I've seen 7-star play with it.
Yeah.
Both this season and the spring season, they also used it.
Yeah, the RU competition is also pretty interesting as well.
For sure, I think RU is the best region. To be honest, EU is slightly behind RU. Not much, but EU. EU, in my opinion, is the only server that can compete with RU.
Yeah.
I think NA and Asia are too far behind on the meta, and they would just get out-rotated by Russian teams. They're playing so well with a lot of mobility setups.
I mean,
and they're all on the same page constantly. Yeah, sorry.
That's actually what Impact is. I was asking you, what do you think about the NA competition?
Yeah, no, I just said before that I just think it's too sluggish. And like the way they play the game, NA has 3 competent teams, I would say. That's being Pinsir, Pramo now playing under the Void tag. So Void, Pinsir, Void, and Rain. Those are the 3 teams that has a pretty high level.
Right. For the RU teams, I think we have like 7-star, Dezor, and then we also have Mercy, G Game, and maybe something more,
C4 maybe.
C4.
I'm not
oh
too
yeah,
sure.
they are back. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, they're back and they're pretty decent as far as I know.
But I think most of the core players from C4 are not in the C4.
Yeah, they're in 7-star.
Yeah,
and like 1 or 2 in Mercy, but most are in 7-star. It's like the good old classic Ufbenjash, Nikkei, Vertuxan, Ishod, all of these guys.
Yeah. Oh, Swarovski, I think it's not in 7-star if I remember correctly, but yeah.
Yeah, and there's Swarovski as well, who was at the 2016, 17, and 2018 offlines.
Yeah.
So he's been featured a lot in this game.
Yeah.
But he's in C4, not 7-star.
Ah, that's why. It was also legendary 7-star. To be honest, like the 2019 RU server, it's definitely one of the best year for RU server. They really came back really strong.
Yeah, they did for sure. I mean, RU, in my opinion, is the best server across all time. I just like the way they're playing.
Yeah, really exciting, really fluid. It's like Win, but then even better.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like how Win kind of challenges the meta. They've always played a bit more light, kind of aggressive.
Yep.
Like they like to play the 2 Vickers, 1 T22, or 1 Vickers, 2 T22s instead of like 1 or 2 light stock mat.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Now that's respectable.
At one point, they even used 3 Vickers light. I think it was one of the maps was Castilla where they used 3 Vickers light. Although it's very risky, I must say. Sometimes it's worth them.
Yeah, sometimes it obviously works in your favor because you can create a lot of crossfires and you can get constant vision on the enemy. But the weakness of Vickers is T22.
T22 and also not really the armor, but then it's still not very good in terms of the armor. Although it's like the turret is just sometimes really strong, but then
Yeah, but I mean like the T22 can easily 1v1 Vickers, or if you have like 2 T22, the Vickers stands no chance in a proper 1v1.
Yeah. Right. So we only have like 30 minutes of it. I mean, I know you're going to train very soon, so let's actually play some games before we.
All right, sure. Yeah, let's go for 2-3 games.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I have a training scheduled at 20:00 CEST, so.
I see. So let's actually play some games before I'll let you go, and just actually have to remove that light of updates. Besides that, I have a really special stream tomorrow on Asia server because I'll be following Boone, which Wargaming has approved, which I'm so happy because that's going to be a very tough tier 8 battle between Boone and KDS. It's only between these two. All top 7 teams are through to are potentially through all through if they're going to participate tomorrow, obviously. And it's only down to these 2 clans. Let me pick what tank you want me to pick.
Just go anything, whatever you're more comfortable in. Let's just win a couple games.
Oh yeah.
Maybe go a second heavy IS4 E5. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good and reliable.
Yeah, that's true. So do hopefully see every one of you tomorrow watching the battle for top 8. Very tense indeed. EU server, sorry, not going to do that because it's preset. I don't think we're going to see any change. Although I honestly don't think that Mercy can pull out a miracle, but then Veil being the first could be interesting, but we'll see.
Sadly, I don't think
don't-
anything is going to change
I
in
don't
you.
think so.
I'm quite sure it will remain the same. Although, to be honest, Mercy is the team I'm very pleased did not make top 8. I mean, I'd rather see both Souls and
No.
Appa in top 8 rather than Mercy. They're
No.
playing 2 teams with 100% win rate accounts in them, so
No.
it's kind of self-explanatory why I don't want to see them succeed.
No. And then you also have the head-to-head win rate, which is even worse than APA. It was just
Yeah, it is. It is terrible. They won like
Terrible.
2 out of 20 games or something.
No, they only
That
won
is-
once, and it was only against
Only
Win.
won once.
It
Oh
was
my.
against Win. That was just no. Yeah, they might have won like some of the games, but then it went to tiebreaker. They lost that tiebreaker in the end. I was going pretty.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Do you want to push because we?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Let's
Like
let's go.
the enemy team is spread. We can kill this Progetto for free, and then we can go for the 183.
Yeah, it's yours.
I'll finish.
You're going to finish it. Yeah, there we go. We got
Yeah, I got it.
Oh my god, I pressed the wrong button.
I'll speed boost to the 183.
Yeah, no problem. Go
I'll see if you shoot.
I go behind him.
All right, let's go.
Right.
Oh, face hugging. Let's see if he'll bounce. Nope.
Oh, that's not good. But I'm behind him.
Fine, bro. We can kill him before he reloads again.
Right. We have a high. Okay, I'll kill him then.
All right.
There we go.
I mean, this was a pretty easy battle. I have to say already.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Easy. Oh man.
Where are you from, by the way?
Currently living in UK, but I'm originally from Hong Kong.
Oh, right. Nice.
Yeah. So, that's why I'm streaming the EU server a lot, and also following Asia servers. Well, it's kind of like it's like back to my roots there. So.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. So.
Are you gonna be streaming the top 8 of NA or top 4?
Top
as well.
Both EU and Asia, but not NA because my sleep schedule will be disrupted.
Ah, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that would be completely messed up. Is there some EU streamers who's gonna do the top 8 or top 4 of NA, like Amanet or Fujit?
I think Amanet and Fujit's going to do, if I remember correctly, but I can't.
Yeah, I mean they've done it in the past, so.
Yeah. But I won't because I don't want to. Make it too much for me because you know my streams.
I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, you're already doing both Asia and EU at the same time, so.
That's really true. And then you also know that I have a lot on my stream to prepare, and then it's just going to be. I didn't do a lot, but yeah, the team's just good, and the enemy team's just not good. Right, let's continue.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Alright, that was easy.
Yeah, trying to do a lot, but it's fine. I'm getting E5. It's the pop setting for E5, so no fancy new both.
Alright, fair enough. I mean, E5 is just fun.
Fun. I really
it's so easy. Like
I really like that.
Yeah, you can rotate across the map easily as well.
Yeah.
In random battles.
That's true. Where do you want to go here? Do you want to go left with the?
I mean, yeah, let's just go left.
Yeah.
We have 4 meds.
Yeah, I'm not confident in D because probably might be outnumbered. So I mean you're a really good player, so like we can do that personally 2 versus 3, but you don't really want to risk.
I don't know. Depends.
Yeah.
Sometimes things does not go the way you initially planned.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
I think we can just put here though. I mean, they have E100.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be there.
So they know who you are, definitely. You're popular. You're not the.
I mean, it becomes popular when I have Legion in my name and then Legion in my clan tag. It also makes it even more obvious.
Very true indeed.
It doesn't really help.
Do you want to just go Iron Fist anyway?
Yeah, I'm going on the Leopard.
Yeah. Oh, that 120 blocking me a bit. But okay,
yeah.
Maybe you can finish.
I actually swapped avatars for the first time this year, or actually for the first time ever. I always had the pro avatar since the first time I got it.
Ah, I see. I mean.
But now I'm playing with the Gold League avatar for ratings.
Right.
Show off my achievements in rating.
I see.
3.5k.
Yeah.
Very proud. After calibration.
Yeah. Do you believe in the myth that if you take the pro avatar, you get focused heavily?
I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but I'd say it makes a difference. Yeah.
I see.
Because it's still like a sign, like kill me.
Yeah.
It's the same as having the Atlantic of a big team. Like
Do you need help?
Legion, Raid. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
This
I
is
have
not
a
a bad
lot of
player.
hit points. I have a lot of hit points, so I can go for it. And that's also hit points. Double MFG. Which one?
Yeah, yeah, they're not bad.
Sergeant Nude. sorry for blocking you. Oh my god, it's going to be Reed. He tracked me again. Oh gosh. No, I can't repair my track, so you might go.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It's another relatively easy game.
yeah. Despite the MFG guys there, I don't know if I do a lot. But it's fine. Well, I mean,
I
they
mean, yeah,
screwed up.
the enemy team did less. That's what matters in the end.
Yeah, that's really true. Oh, I actually
I
did.
mean, in random, it's just usually about the team who's worse, normally, not about the team who's better.
Yeah, unless you can. I mean, you obviously have to try your best in trying to win the game for the team, but then.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes a difference in the end. Like, that's why some players are like 50%, some players are 60%. Your input
Yeah.
sometimes very important.
40%.
Yeah,
All right, nice.
that's very good. I got some damage. I hope you did as well. Oof.
Yeah, I think I did
Yeah,
4K or around that. Yeah.
no problem.
All right, nice.
I think one more maybe because of the time.
Yeah, let's go for another one. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try the 114.
113. Ah, double 113. Would it be good?
I kind of like the 114. It's just sad that the gun is like mediocre. If it had the
Yeah.
special consumables, I think it would be pretty good.
Yeah, that's really true. Some special consumables would definitely help a lot. But you mentioned a really good point about the 113. The gun is sometimes pretty disappointing. That sometimes it can't aim well. So, do you want to go middle? Do you want to go right
I
together?
want to push. I want to push the bridges. I'm gonna push the left bridge because
Alright, where do you
you
want
can
me to
catch
go?
the enemy crossing. Well, you can just come with me, I guess.
Oh,
We
okay.
can try to kill whatever crosses. If anything crosses to this corner, we can kill it for free.
Alright. Interesting stuff.
And I mean, if they play D, they'll probably have maybe a TD. Yeah, here we go.
Right. Can I shoot him? Nope. 113. Nope. 704 maybe. Oh, you're fine. Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Adrenaline. Right. Good.
I'm gonna drop down real quick.
He's fine. I'm full health, so I'm fine. I can stay up. Oh man, someone shot me for 939. Definitely Death Star is something to the right of me. Oh my god.
Yeah, do you know where it is? In spawn or?
In spawn. I think it's in spawn from the trail. That was indicated. Oh my god. They got my Ember Rack again. I'm dead. I'm doomed. Oh, they tracked me.
Yeah, there's the 1 in 3.
Yeah. I'm a bit doomed. No, I'll try move back if I could. Death Star is C. I think.
Yeah, I
there.
see him there.
I'm trying my best to move back and not get spotted.
The I-7 is moving down here. I'll see if I can 1v1 him.
You'll be hard, obviously.
Yeah, I will.
Oh,
Well, let's see if you
pass that
can.
one? Nope. So I have to play this really carefully because I'm one shot for a lot of guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna try melting down this I-7. Oh, never mind. I'm getting shot from the med side, so
Oh,
I'm
me
not
too,
gonna
me
try.
too, me too. I put it back.
The Progetto is in the open.
Yeah. Oh, that's not
Hopefully
got me.
Working. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try to do. Yeah, I am. I'll just try to pull off a shot or two.
No problem.
Oh no, never mind. Oh god. Oh.
You can, I think. Oh
No way.
no! Oh, that's bad.
I out reload though. I think.
I
Come
think
on.
so. Yeah.
Oh.
That star is up there. Yeah, it's just like me never playing in the mid. I always go right with the team, and then
Yeah, I like playing this map in the middle. Oh, can I use this for cover?
They go for Wild Dragon first. They go. It's 3 versus 3, so oh that yeah you can potentially. Oh. I hope the turret. Okay, good. The turret. They're not shooting your turret cheek, so I'm not so worried.
Oh
Oh
god.
man, oh man.
Oh,
Oh!
oh my god, I'm so lucky.
You're lucky, yeah. Oh! Oh, yes!
Oh,
Yes!
any balls, any balls.
Oh! Oh, yes,
No
yes.
way.
Oh my god. Emerald 3, you playing for Zird.
Yeah. Check your PayPal.
Oh my god, that side's coming for you. It's
Oh,
fine, it's fine. I think we're winning this.
yeah.
Emerald
Oh, you
3.
poor missed. Come on,
Oh,
come
that.
on,
Come on.
come on.
Oh,
No
no,
way.
no, no. E4 is coming, I think. Yeah, hopefully Gorilla's not gonna die. Just have to be really careful, though.
He should have a shot here. Come on.
Yes!
Nice.
Nice, 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 nice.
That should not have been a win. I was so lucky there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's very. I mean, it's. I was quite worried that it could be a loss. So, in the end, it wasn't. I didn't do a lot. Right. I mean, I kind of overestimated that position there. Got shot
Well,
by
it
a monster.
happens.
Yeah,
It's not the end of the world.
it's fine. Yeah, yeah, it's true.
Oh,
I'll see you then. I'll see you. I will see you probably on Sunday. I think.
yeah, most certainly.
Yeah, I will be commentating alongside Eminet, and we'll probably be following Legion, so definitely would be catching you there, and we'll definitely see some really good gameplays from you guys. So
Yeah, it sounds good.
yes, so good luck to your training, and hopefully some really good games. And
All right, thanks a lot, man.
no problem. See you then.
All right, take care. Yeah, see
Take
you.
care. Take care. Bye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Okay. So that has been said with me. That was some really, really good stuff. In the interview, and oh my goodness me. So, some really good advice from Zerd in calling. So that go check that stream. Don't track the first stream. It was so laggy, and I lowered my bitrate. This is something that I need to take notice of for my stream tomorrow because if the drop frame's still very, very terrible, I would run a test stream anyway tomorrow before the stream starts so that everything is working fine. But if it's still not working well, then I might have to lower it to 4000, and then I have to change my settings to kind of lower the bitrate. Because at the moment, like there are 6 people in this house using the Wi-Fi at the same time, so it's going to overload the Wi-Fi at one point. So maybe I cannot stream with the highest setting possible. I'll see tomorrow, and I'll see where I have to change my settings so on, and hopefully the pro with drop frames is not going to be so horrible. Other than that, yeah. Where is it? I need to enable the stream delay because otherwise I will forget. Other than that, for tomorrow, I will be streaming Boon on the Asia server in the group stage, and this is going to be very interesting because what I'm going to say is going to be a tense one. Although Boon is currently leading. It was KDS with, if I can do the maths again, by 1,270 points, cups. However, if Boon didn't make it to the next round, the final stage, which is very possible, given that they didn't qualify 4 out of 7 times. So tomorrow, if they fail to qualify, KDS they can overtake Boon quite easily because the difference between the first placing team in the group stage and the quarterfinalists is around 11,000 cups, and then you have to take into account final stage where you can earn at the very most 2,011 cups. So definitely, if KDS are through to the next round and if Boon are out for tomorrow's games, then Boon in the top 8 will be in loads of trouble. And obviously, Wargaming, I hope they're going to investigate whether KDS have violated any of the rules. If they don't, then yes, it's going to disrupt my map box. Oh, also, one more thing to note, I have succeeded making a supercomputer, so that means I'm going to run my supercomputer during the stream, and the supercomputer will give their thoughts on the probability of certain fixture results and also their own take on the results. So definitely take a look at that. And on the Asia server, the supercomputer is going to be named as Mabox, and for the EU server, it's going to be named as Thomas Peterson. Do send me your ideas for their profile picture. It would be very fun if you can send me the profile pictures of both Thomas Peterson and also Mabox. I'll happily take a look at it and maybe I will show it on the stream. So fun stuff. I hope my supercomputer is going to work properly. I kind of have put a really complicated algorithm into those supercomputers. Hopefully, it's going to work well. Other than that, I'll play some more games and I'm going to end the stream. Probably. Because we're now down to around 5 viewers. I don't know if it's about the stream quality, but the stream quality tonight is not really good. I don't know why, but I will be looking to work on a fix on that tomorrow at the very least. Let me play in the 1-3. Let's go. How? I don't know. I'm not. Oh. Well, that happened so quickly. That happened quickly. Oh man. Let's go to trading. Oh, level 1's gonna die. Nah. We're having some problems over this side, but 4 tanks we can wrap it around easily. Ah, it's T-54 as well. Oh. Well, maybe the guys can give me some damage to do. Oh, there we go. Probably will run a speed test as well and see my upload speed. If it dropped into a certain region, then I probably have to lower the stream settings for tomorrow. Maybe I won't be able to put up like 1080p 60 frames per second, but only 720p, 60 frames per second, or maybe no. Well, I mean, yeah, you definitely want that 60 frames per second, but maybe only for the 720p. Ah, I was lucky. But the team went. I'm not confident that I'm going to survive here for long enough. Maybe I should assist the mouse and K9 won't. No, I mean I put some crossfire. Well, I have a lot of tanks, 5 tanks, so why can't we do it? Except I might get a shot from PK if I'm not lucky. Yes. Hey, there we go. Hopefully I won't get shot. Oh man. Oh, so lucky. Oh, I thought I can run away with that. Which is not apparently the case. Oof. Right, I will end this